Rich Daddy, Rich Daddy, whoa. The Rich Daddy, whoa. The Rich Daddy, whoa.
This video is not to fearmonger you. This video
is simply here to inform.
The internet is dead, but we killed it.
The dead internet theory is a theory that most of the internet died in 2016. And you might be wondering, what replaced people if the internet died in 2016? A lot of it was AI generated. Things from YouTube comments to whole social media pages to even whole websites, all designed to share opinions, manipulate culture, and keep us distracted. And today we're going to be discussing why I believe that it's most likely true. There's a lot of things that I've seen personally that give me an implication that this is not a theory, more so what we're actually living in.
How could I sound anything silly? I'm plastic.
This is the first point of why the dead internet theory is such a scary thing, and I think it is right in front of our face. So we'll go in a little bit more about why bot activity is actually really bad for the internet. Take a look at this video I made a couple of months ago when I was talking about the same topic, but only a very shorter video because it was just meant for social media. But check this out. There are two separate types of bots. The first side is the good bots. The good bots are your chat GPTs, your AI companion. But then there's the bad side of the bots. The bad side of the bots do whatever it's instructed to do. r/sub-simulator GPT-2. Go check it out for yourself, but I'm also going to put it on the screen. If you're noticing something, these are all AI generated. Nothing in this subreddit is actually people. This is a practicing ground. What do we do with all this information in the meantime? I would say if you're posting like me and you see like a lot of comments that are negative, don't let it affect your mental health too much, because some of them could not even be real. Heck, this video, for all we know, cannot even be real. Now, one of my favorite comedians was talking about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And for those of you that don't know, these are two major artists that went head to head, and it was a public massacre in my opinion. But I'm just a Kendrick fan, so you go find out about that and take your own words for it. But after the fact, there was a song at the end of this beef called Not Like Us. Not Like Us was monumental. Even if you don't know who Kendrick Lamar is, I'm pretty sure you've heard this song before. It's gotten so big to the point that Drake, the victim of this song, decided to host a lawsuit. And what he says in that lawsuit is very important to this video because he claims that there was bot activity in songs. Take a look at what my favorite comedian Josh Johnson said about this whole thing.
When it comes to the bot thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've done a version of what Drake is doing in my head, just personally, because bots are all around us, and they're actually one of the reasons we fight so much. We found that a lot of some of the nastiest things that get said online are bots from other countries just to stir people up. Investment in whether or not you actually get outraged, but it's just rage bait that's literally made to whether it's to keep you on an app or to distract you. Bots are everywhere, right? And I sometimes take that to my emotional advantage. You know, like if I get into an argument with somebody online and they make a good point, I'm like, that's a damn bot right there.
After seeing and hearing about that lawsuit, it started to open my eyes to things that maybe we are in this time where the internet is dead and mostly AI generated things are leading us to do everything from social media, how we engage with people. It's not actually people. Like for instance, take Mark Zuckerberg. In 2016, when the internet died, he actually had a press conference about Messenger. Just take a look.
Now, you probably interact with dozens of businesses every day, and some of them are probably really meaningful to you. But I've never met anyone who likes calling a business. And no one wants to have to install a new app for every service or business that they want to interact with. So we think that there's got to be a better way to do this. We think that you should just be able to message a business in the same way you'd message a friend. You should get a quick response, and it shouldn't take your full attention like a phone call would, and you shouldn't have to install a new app. So today we're launching Messenger Platform, so you can build bots for Messenger. And it's a simple platform. It's powered by artificial intelligence, so you can build natural language services to communicate directly with people.
AI has been around for a while, but now it's becoming more dangerous because of the fact of what we can do with it, what's publicly accessible for AI. I'll even take it a step further. I came across this ad while I was watching another YouTube video. I think it was like an NBA game. And as I'm listening to it, because it was unfortunately an unskippable ad, I started to notice that this actually wasn't a person. It was AI.
I live stream on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and more. This week alone, I've won 18 out of 20 trades.
And I've seen this AI before. It's an app where you can literally tell a prompt and it will just take over and speak for you. And so it's a little bit unsettling that even companies aren't even using people anymore to sell you things. They're using AI. They're using image and likeness of people to sell to you. Welcome to the next chapter of the Brunch Baddie Wall video, because it's not a Brunch Baddie Wall video without the Brunch Baddie appearing in the Brunch Baddie Wall. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, please like, subscribe, and give me some feedback. Was the green ominous too much, or was it cool? I was hoping it was cool and entertaining to watch. That's my hope. But anyway.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
We were informed by the show's producers that we're not human. We're not real. We're AI, artificial intelligence.
Let's get into this next chapter. This next chapter is about algorithm manipulation, censorship, and centralization. For this whole section, I'm going to be referring to X, but I call it Twitter. It was formerly known as Twitter, but I call it Twitter because that's what I grew up with, right? But algorithm manipulation, we'll break that down, and then we'll break down censorship and centralization. Algorithm manipulation is basically saying that people in prominent roles are buying these big social media, big tech companies, right? And they're allowing AI generated content or artificial algorithms to their platforms so that users will see a certain thing. Users can only engage with the things that are predominantly being pushed by the algorithm alone. Now, you might be asking yourself, that sounds like every single social media platform. Why is there's such a big difference now? The thing is, if you have the right person in the right seat, that can be really terrible for the general public. And here's why. I'm going to get into it in a second, but let me explain centralization and censorship. The censorship and centralization is pretty much saying if with the algorithm manipulation, they're also fabricating content. They're fabricating ideas. And the biggest platform I've seen this on recently is X. So this account, Fearbuck. You cannot convince me that this is a real person. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm not impersonating anyone. But here's the thing. See, upon first glance, it looks pretty positive. Agent celebrating 50,000 subscribers on Twitch. That's huge. No, just little things like that. So around this time, I got a bad memory. See, I made the most popular video I have ever created on TikTok before. It was in the hundreds of thousands of views within a day. And I was talking about these guys. I don't know if you remember them. And I'll add a little clip showing you the video that I made. Now, if you were to tell me that in 2024, there'd be a team of people that are street style vigilante fighting off child, I wouldn't believe you. Not one bit. Okay, maybe a little bit. Meet Jay Carnicorn. This guy has a superpower to somehow supernaturally put the beats on the right people in community.
And your wife's about to find out. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Your wife finding out that you're on the day of your baby being born.
Here's the format. So basically, they bait these certain type of people into meeting up in public places. Then when they go to the public spaces, when they go to the public spaces, they meet none other than Jay Carnivore. And then this guy puts hands on these people.
Give this to the police.
Okay.
Or before we go in here, we can smack you a couple times.
Well, I gotta go to work, so
Just
I
real
don't
quick.
know what. You do what you gotta do.
Yes, sir. You thought you were meeting a 13-year-old boy tonight? Don't grab my phone. Why'd you gonna meet a 13-year-old? Trying to pick up little kids. Ooh, missed. This man's trying to pick up a little boy on the internet.
My only note is I hope that they're able to do this and keep it up in a way where they don't get in trouble with the law, which is also another thing. They give them a beat down and then threaten to call police, but then actually do call police and they still get arrested. It's a great turnout. So right, these videos are going crazy over TikTok. Like I said, 100,000 views in a day. And it got taken down for violence, which, okay, whatever. But the one thing I noticed is once that was getting like popular, it was becoming a popular thing to do. This account was posting, I don't think it was for the goodness of people. In that video, the original guy, he was doing it because he was actually abused as a young kid. And so that's why he had a personal ought against predators, besides the fact that they're predators and they deserve to be in prison. He actually had oughts, like it was like personal. But then you get stuff like this where you have people, rappers, celebrities doing the same exact thing with this guy. Like, look, I don't even know what he's spraying him with. That's a predator, y'all. Stop doing this and call the police. He tried to meet up with a 14-year-old kid. It didn't seem like they were doing it out of the goodness of their heart to expose people. It seemed like they were doing it for strictly entertainment. And as you can see, 16.4 million views on this video alone. For the better part of about, actually ever since Elon bought the app has been flooded with this steak everywhere, to the point where now in the community notes, people will put this is a blatant steak ad. So y'all, what I'm trying to get to you is they're using AI manipulation with censorship and centralization. They give you something that you know you're going to watch. 16.4 million views. You know you're going to watch that video. They put a little steak ad in the corner of the video for the entire video. You don't even realize you're being sold to. And then when other people post about it, or when other people post it, it either doesn't get any traction or it gets taken down for violence or community guidelines. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Twitter's dead. Twitter died, but not because people were leaving, because you're being manipulated by AI algorithms that are selling you casino and gambling in the corner of a video of predators. That's all I got on this segment. I'm gonna go back to the other scene. So yeah, you have to keep our eyes open to these things, and yes, bring skepticism, but also bring the truth that the internet is changing, the world is changing. But is it all our fault?